one of the things I try to say all the time, but I think it really is relevant now, is just really focusing on development. And I know it sounds a little cliche, but I just think that is going to be so crucial. I think everything that we have been used to at every level, I think here in the next 2, 3, 4 years it's going to change. And so the one thing that I think athletes can control is their development. I think that the second thing that I would suggest, and I know NCSA, a lot of, organizations, schools, high school coaches do a great job of this, but I think really just having a crystal clear idea of what are your non-negotiables. If you're an academic student, if you're more of a state school, you want to stay in your region. I think getting really clear on what you're not wanting to do, I think, is important. And then the last thing I'd say is I think we all have to kind of recalibrate. And again, I should find this statistic, but last year's draft, the last 2 years, there's been more draft picks out of D3, D2, JUCO. It's awesome to see. It really, really is. And so I think just understanding that you can have a great experience, where you meet friends for life at all levels, get a great education, and are set up for life. So just being able to recalibrate a little bit, I think focusing on that development and getting crystal clear on what are your non-negotiables would be my suggestion.
And what I would recommend is have hope, dream, be excited for baseball and do whatever it takes to get to that next level, whether it's D3, JUCO, D2, 1, NAIA, whatever. If you really care and really believe, I think there's a way that you can get the job done. But see the world for what it is right now. I think Ryan Holiday, he said, I'm a huge Ryan Holiday fan. I love his different books he's written, and he talks about stoicism, and we need to see the world for what it is right now. And with the draft being so many fewer rounds, with schools closing up shop, teams that are ending, players are looking to transfer, players have more eligibility. We have bloated rosters and fewer opportunities for the 2021s, and it's going to go all the way up into the 2025 class. So we're not just talking 2021s and 2022s. So when we're talking about mental health for players, we have to look at expectations and seeing the world for what it really is right now. It's not going to be an issue for the college coaches that still have a job. There's going to be so much more supply of talented players. The problem is there are demand issues. And for the players, it's there's no rosy way of putting it, except if you really want it, you're like Coach Allen is saying there, really hone in and focus on your development. And there's no more opportunities going to be given to entitled people. It's going to be the ones that work the hardest and get the job done. So it's really just a message from me of, have that hope, be passionate, love the game. We have to be somewhat stoic about this too, just for our own mental health.
The thing that you have to understand is drop the woe is me attitude, right? I think that, we know, like Ryder said, that this is the reality that we're in. And it's not unique just to this one isolated place or this state. Like, yeah, the rules and regulations and some of the things that come along with it are a little bit different. Okay, but everybody's experiencing that. And how you react to that is what's important. I think in a regular year, when everything's just status quo, there isn't as a definitive fork in the road. Right? People just kind of go on with their day and they do their thing and they go to their training and all that stuff. But the world has an interesting way of self-correcting, right? And for all the players that are putting in the work and putting in the effort, and the ones that we see, there are those guys that have found that, over the past 6-8 months, maybe this isn't what they want, right? Whether they're currently on a college roster, if they're in high school playing travel ball, whatever, they're not following those same passions. They're not doing it because They love it. They've recognized that their heart is actually elsewhere. So, while it is going to make a great impact, I think come this May into next summer, there's going to be some guys that are faced with decisions that they kind of had their mind made up to move on to whatever it is next in their life. So it hopefully should correct itself a little bit sooner because of that. But if you really want it, the commonality here is common theme is go out and get it.